Hi, Sophie.
Hi,
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to do this with you, this interview, and talk about like our different, our student intern therapist experience at Cherry Tree Counseling and what's going to be coming up. So,
Yes, me too. I've been really looking forward to it.
yeah, I feel grateful that I know some sites have one person. I feel grateful that you are also here. It's nice to kind of be able to bounce off or like just kind
Oh,
of,
absolutely.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Should we dive in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so I was thinking we can start with something fun, and I thought it'd be fun to know one fun fact about you.
That's a great question. One fun fact about me is I have a 8-month-old border collie retriever. He is probably the friendliest dog I've ever met. But with that, he has a lot of energy. So he's definitely a handful, but I love him very much, and his name is Ryder.
Oh,
What about you?
I also actually have a dog. She's gonna be two. We actually got her last year, so it's just been 1 year. And her name is Nola, and she's a golden doodle, and she is so sweet and friendly.
Oh,
But definitely different from me who did not grow up with dogs, but at the same time, she brings a lot of just positive love and energy in our lives.
I love that.
Yeah, and I have little kiddos that are three. Sorry, how old are they? They just turned 6, and I have twins that are just turned 4. So it's really nice. They're like bringing her into the play, and they're really into
Mhm.
dinosaurs. So they try to make her into a T-Rex, and she doesn't like them. So it's really fun.
That's funny. That's so cute. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I would love to know what inspired you to pursue a career in psychotherapy.
Well, I had a lot of different experiences in my work field, and I feel like most of them are geared towards kind of building and supporting healthy communities. And
Mhm.
I really like authentic connections and relationships, and I think our work is so meaningful, like as therapists, to guide and support clients on their journey. So I really hope to, make a positive impact on that for them. And yeah, I just really enjoy working with people. And I think this work in the last few years has become so important because of all the different challenges and journeys people are on. And so I'm really excited to be part of that journey for some clients.
Yeah, definitely. I couldn't agree more. Yeah.
How
I
about
think,
you?
yeah, I think for me it was definitely a combination of things. I know it's like the cliche response, but I think I've always known I've wanted to kind of pursue a career as a helping professional. And then I think it was in my undergrad where I really became passionate about psychology and mental health, trauma, and just like the human experience in general. Um, but yeah, I think more than that, like you, I'm really fascinated in people's lives and their stories and yeah, like the human experience. And I think as a therapist, you have this really incredible privilege and opportunity to kind of create that safe, open space for clients to be themselves, to be seen and heard. And what really excites me is that possibility that I'll get to be a part of someone's healing journey.
I love that. I really
Yeah,
do. Yeah. And I
yeah,
love how you describe like, just that everyone is on their own journey and there's just this human experience and this
yeah.
connection. And yeah, I love all that. And as you were talking, I was just thinking a little bit about like, the job is really all encompassing and we're really committed to our clients. And I was wondering,
Mhm.
how do you manage or how will you manage like that work-life balance? And, do you have any kind of self-care practice routine?
Yeah, this is a great question because I think for me, self-care and prioritizing that wasn't always something I was the best at, truthfully. So it's really important to me now to kind of manage that work-life balance and prioritize my self-care. And it's something that I've had to learn.
Yeah.
One of the things that I do to remind myself of how important it is kind of look at it through the perspective of like every time I'm prioritizing myself, every time I'm taking care of myself. I'm being compassionate towards myself, but then also like engaging in this act of compassion in general because I'm offering the best version of myself to my clients and to my friends and to my family. And so I kind of look at it through that lens. And that might look like I love spending time outdoors, going for walks with my dog. I love spending time with my friends and family. I have a 2-year-old niece who is definitely my favorite person to spend time with.
Uh,
She's so cute. Um, or just engaging in something creative like art or painting.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? What do you like to do?
Um, I really like your thinking about how that self-compassion piece, because I think that, that also is a really good model for the clients that you will work with. And also you're right, like if you are filled up, then you can offer that, your best version to other people. And like you, I also feel the importance of that. I've just recently kind of developed a self-care routine. And when I say that, I think in the past I used to feel like, oh, okay, I need to maybe meditate, or I need to do something, and add something else to my plate. And what I've been learning recently and feeling and aiming to do is just finding joy and calmness and connection through really small daily things that are already in my life. So, like if I'm gonna have a nice tea, I'll like sit down and I'll really just kind of enjoy that first sip and like let it kind of go through my body and just kind of like pause, I say. So before maybe I
Mhm.
would pour it in my to-go cup and then I would just be drinking it or whatever. And I think, I enjoy sitting with a tea and the calmness that comes with that. So I feel like I'm rearranging kind of my, behaviors or practices to be more slow and mindful. And I think that's been really helpful for me. I also, like you, love to be outdoors, and I find nature to be so calming and so grounding and just so relieving. And with my
Mhm.
kiddos, we are often outdoors too. And so I am, making sure that I'm joining them and I'm intentionally engaging with them. And just practically, I've just started doing this little 5-minute journal because it has, some prompts. And I found it really focuses on gratitude and appreciation and kind of highlights of your day. So I found that was really, really been helpful to me too. In the past, I used to have a blank journal, and sometimes I just felt a bit of pressure. Or I just kind of felt like, oh, okay, or I was focusing on like things that maybe are always things to work on. So it was really
Mhm.
nice to kind of like, oh, have this. I look forward to writing, and when I have good moments in the day, and I think it makes me aware of good moments and positive moments. And when I have them, I'm like, oh, I'm going to write that today. And I think in the day, then it makes me pause and reflect on good moments and not just the fast pace of everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. I
Yeah.
think I really resonate with what you said about how like self-care doesn't have to be these like big acts or even these like intentional scheduled acts. You can practice self-care all throughout your day.
Yeah.
Yeah, like moving slower, being mindful, even like setting boundaries. Yeah,
Yes.
love
Yeah.
that. And I think yeah, it definitely goes to show how your practice of self-care is gonna positively influence your work with your clients, which is really exciting. I'm curious to hear, how do you hope to make a difference in the lives of your clients?
Well, I think for the first thing, I would really hope that I provide them a safe and supportive, very compassionate, kind of space to work, be very empathetic. I hope when they leave, our session, that they feel like a bit of a better, a bit of a pep in their step. They feel a little bit lighter. They feel a little bit relaxed. And, I really want to operate from a place of like curiosity and wonder. I just want to get to, know them and have them feel really safe to share and to explore and be vulnerable in their therapeutic journey. Um, yeah, and I hope that empowers them to even continue our work beyond our session.
Hmm. Yeah, I love that.
How about you?
I think, yeah, I think for me, when I think about this question, my mind immediately goes to sort of taking that perspective of like each individual client and the difference that I hope to make in their lives. And I think looking at it from that perspective, of course, like it'll depend. Like I'm curious what that client is bringing into the therapeutic space, what change they want to see. But I think more generally, a lot like you, I hope to, yeah, create that safe therapeutic space to improve like their quality of life, to work with them to sort of connect the dots through curiosity and compassion. And yeah, like foster a space of collaboration and openness to new perspectives.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
And so, that when you think about working and doing this placement at Cherry Tree and stuff like that, what is something that is really exciting or something that you're looking forward to?
Yeah. I'm so beyond grateful to be a part of this team because I think my values really align with the values of Cherry Tree, like inclusivity, quality, commitment, connection. And I'm really just eager to develop my therapeutic posture, my therapeutic voice, and hopefully make a difference in the lives of my clients.
Yeah, I
What
love
about
that.
you? What comes to mind for you?
Like similar to you, I feel the same way with as you describe. And I think one thing that I feel like I feel grateful to, I just feel like that the environment is so um, so welcoming, so warm. And I think that clients will feel belonged and supported and connected because that's how the staff are and that's what they embody and that's what they model. And I think just learning from that is also really important. Um, and just yeah, I'm excited to be part of like this warm connected work culture, that's and learning from it. It's not always typical, and I think that environment, having that experience, is going to be really amazing too. And I really love how like the theory and practice kind of is together. It's like meshed really well. It's not just disjointed.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just so beautiful. So I'm excited to get to know everybody, and I'm excited to get to know the overall Cherry Tree community. And I feel like we offer a lot of amazing supports and resources for, the clients and community.
me too. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm so excited for both of us to see
Yeah,
what's to come.
me too.